I don't know nothing about being optimistic.
I do.
I think of facts, actual facts.
In the end, guess what? Even if we fail, you've still been part of running the business.
Irritated, aggravated, agitated. That's what I am. That pretty much sums me up as far as the business goes. It's a big headache. It's a bigger headache than I'd ever imagined. I don't know, you guys.
So this is an entrepreneurial person's dream. And all entrepreneurs are taking risks and have the risk of failing.
That's good, Joe. And I'm glad that you were here to shed that on me.
Cynthia has a lot to give to this business. She just needs to understand the process, needs to understand business.
And if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. No matter what, I've learned a load about myself already. And I met some really cool people.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you may as well get all your failure out of the way now, because the last thing you want to do at age 30 is fail. Any failure I experience is great, because that's the less I got to deal with at 30 when I got twice as many commitments.
Robert! Robert and I have been trying to get together for the past couple days. And I had remembered in the back of my head that Robert did have this business idea that he wanted to talk to me about. So as soon as we sat down, I just asked him really casually what the idea was.
We thought that you might be interested in doing your own clothing line.
There's a big market missing for, like, the active woman, fit woman.
I have been presented with about 20 bazillion different business ideas, but this one I was very interested instantaneously.
I'm not going to say a word until I have something concrete where I can say, okay, this is what this would entail. Do you like it?
Why don't we set a meeting and then kind of brew on all the agenda items you'd like to accomplish? And of course,
Like even tomorrow.
Melissa, instead of giving me your nails like this to file them.
Pardon me? How do you do it like this? There's nothing to file, man. I already bit him off today. Why don't we have this kind of business? Wouldn't you and Cynthia get into it?
Shut up.
I look so stupid with makeup on.
Put a little bit of like lip liner, a little bit of lipstick, and then you're all set.
I don't have time to worry about what people think about me. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to work, and I really want to get started on this business.
Which color do you want?
When you are rollerblading, don't you ever go?
You're gonna have to learn how to not touch your face when you have makeup on. Then we'll teach you.
Try it on, baby.
12:15.
I wanted to go to the meeting that we had with him at their studio with someone else, preferably one of the girls from the group. I think this is a really good idea, and I did not want anyone to start thinking about it until they had enough information that they can make an educated decision on it.
Danielle, Cynthia.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
This is our thing in Women's Wear Daily. Have you seen the new
No, I
bazaar?
Don't look good in no Armani suits, no Gucci shoes or designer boots. I've tried the latest lines from A to Z, but there's just one thing that looks good on me.
My question is then, per piece, let's just put it that way, per piece, how much does it cost?
Basically, you're coming down to a cost price that you'd be selling to the store of maybe $19.50.
I have the information that I think I need to talk about it, because as far as, like the profit and things like that, there's really, you can't say it's a matter of how well something sells. Well, I've asked all the questions.
I think you pretty much covered it.
Well, what did you think?
I think it's a good idea. If we ain't really got number 50,000 for lose.
When you went with Dan to that place, the fashion thingy, what was your take on it?
From my understanding, it's two of them, two guys that'll be doing all the work. Pretty much, they'll be doing everything for us.
And who are they? Nobodies?
They are, I forget their name. They must be someone because they're in like these little fashion magazines and It sounded okay. It was, you know, the clothes were good. We'll be pretty much at their mercy.
I almost feel like we're at Dan's mercy. Why? I don't know, because he never lets us talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even
And actually, I didn't do any talking. He asked all the questions.
Dan doesn't realize that it is all 7 of our ideas, and you know, he's just not realizing that at all. He is just 1/7 of what we're trying to accomplish here.
I wish one of you guys could have been like.
I want to go.
You know
I want to go. And it's
you
like
weren't
pulling
there.
teeth. Like, I want everybody to go and meet him. Yeah.
Everybody should be able to go and meet him too.
I don't think Dan wants everybody to go and meet him.
We wanted to get Landon out of the same atmosphere he's been in every time he's come over, so we decided to take him out for coffee. You know, maybe it'll change our mindsets a little bit.
I see we have a dog walking service. I would hate to walk that dog. It's boring.
We need to throw ideas on the table, pick at each one, and just go with it.
What are you feeling, or what do you got? And then we can kind of move through this. And
I would rather not. I'm still thinking about some other things that aren't related. I need to get things on my head.
Dan is the kind of guy who wants to wait and surprise everybody, mainly because I think he wants to show everybody that it's his idea and he did everything.
No, it's not. It's
Dan,
not that
you brought up an idea and you said it was a secret. First of all, there should be no secrets.
Everyone turned my surprising idea into, you know, this is just my big, you know, covert operation that I'm keeping from everyone, and I'm secretly plotting to take over everything.
It's better that we all just kind of pitch in and help you with this instead of like just you pouring all your guts into it and then having it not work at all.
Okay, so what my idea is that we create our own fashion label. Just the prestige of that, I think, is really cool. The things that we are relied upon doing are things like marketing, selling, picking and choosing which ones we like, which ones we don't. The design.
Sounded pretty booted. You know, just to all of a sudden decide on a Wednesday that a fashion thing would be good. I don't think that's a good idea.
one thing that pops into my mind is that if you had to pick one of about 3 towns in the United States to be in the fashion business cheap, it's Miami.
I think it's a great idea. I think it'd be easy to advertise and market, just depending on how hard we work.
Do you want a fashion line?
Do I want? Yeah, because I like something I know what to do with and something.
Is that something American needs in their fashion line?
American needs something that's gonna make us money, like a gimmick.
I don't want that though. I don't want a fad.
I'm here to make money. I'm here to open a business.
A business though is first and foremost a service. I can't imagine people needing more clothes by a bunch of people who don't know anything about design or fashion in the first place. So are we doing this for people to see it, or are we doing this for us because we really care about this?
I want to get it out in time for people to see it, so I will make money off of it. That's it. Jeans and a tank top. Bisexual jeans, whatever you call those. What are they?
Unisex?
Unisex. Bisexual.
I'm very restless and I need something to do. It just seems like everybody wants this high-tech slot in the fashion world, and I personally don't think we're the people cut out to actually do a fashion line. I went to Dan's little shindig about a week ago with some people he worked with at Ocean Drive. One of the people who were sitting at the table was named Mark, and he happens to own a business. Mark and I were just talking about jobs in the area, and he said, well, you know, maybe I could use some help. So we made an appointment for Thursday at his favorite bar. Hey, what's up?
We'll teach you everything you need to know.
Okay.
Because
Sounds like fun.
it's definitely the food and beverage industry.
It's their job to go to hotels, restaurants, and clubs and deliver like cups and salt and that sort of thing.
Now we have about 80 to 90 clients on the beach.
The interview was really, really short, but it went really, really well. And I met his partner. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
How's it going?
Terry.
What's up? Basically, I will learn how to run an entire business from these two guys, Terry and Mark.
Sarah's gonna start next Wednesday.
Okay.
Now.
Is everybody in mutual agreement? We have two endeavors. The leader of the product orientation is Joe. The leader of the organizational orientation is Mike.
I feel comfortable with both. I'll just go, whoever's lacking, I'll just go to that side. I mean, I could do either. I think the idea we finally agreed upon being a clothing line, I think it's a very cool idea. It's very our generation idea.
I am definitely more into this business than any other business just because I know a lot about this. How do you promote a night in a club? You make flyers, you go to wherever you think the crowd is going to be, and you word of mouth pass the flyers. This is this. The same way you get proposals.
Yeah.
I just think Flora wants a cool fashion line and wants to wear some cool clothes.
Check it out.
Opportunity of a lifetime call for proposals.
The flyer says we're a group of investors who are looking for some people to help us create and implement and get on the shelves a fashion line.
Oh, you can say pay Cynthia. Okay, cool.
I don't have to.
It's cool. Make me feel important. I'm super juiced on doing the fashion idea. To be able to design things or even have my little line of clothing or anything like that, I find that just dandy.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
What did comments?
No, everything's cool. I like it.
In the Miami Beach area. Are you gonna write that? Like the first line here, like here in Miami, like something about here in Miami?
Okay, I can do that.
Face out up.
Yeah. Who else is in the house? Jeez, everybody looked at it already. This is going to Landon right now. Make him feel like something happened. Look, it matches the tree.
Yeah, no.
Sweet, we got a little fashion on that.
This is really short, so is Joe. So there's our right there.
It's cute. Oh, it's fell on my ass.
No, don't. Oh, we can pass them out, but we can't post them. Okay, the base is coming there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank God.
You suckers off.
All of our got torn down, so we put it all back up.
I can't hear. Yes, this is Cynthia.
The district manager called.
Uh-huh.
There's a city ordinance that's very specific and strong against commercial advertising on public property.
Okay, well, I'm kind of new to the area, and I have no idea about that.
You can't post on trees or light poles or anything in the city.
I got really nervous because I was definitely under the impression that that kind of illegal activity would be a very costly, finable item.
The city's code compliance department issues an $18 fine per light
flyer.
pole. Yeah. It's got a problem with this.
Uh-huh.
And we noticed dozens of these yellow flyers up on the poles on Washington Avenue. So we've been tasked by the city with cleaning up the Washington Avenue area. What you can do, if you have someone handing out handbills, like little flyers, and they hand them to individuals, that's perfectly legal.
We can hand them to people. Can we put them on cars? Or?
Well, you can't put them on cars. That's not a city ordinance. That's a state statute. You can't drop them on the windshield like we used to do in New York from originally.
Okay, well, we had no idea of this. Of course, if we knew anything like this, we would never start doing that.
I understand. But
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for all the information, and we will
thank you very much for
definitely
calling
not
back.
do it again, okay?
Okay, have a good evening.
All right. If it's against the law, it's against the law. You just can't do it, and you can't make any exceptions, and so that's fine. We just have to, figure out a different way.
Okay.
We cannot put them on cars. We cannot post them. We cannot post them. We cannot
But they're
post
up
them.
today.
We cannot post them.
Well, you know what we did today?
You posted them.
We posted them, and we reposted them, and we reposted them. You know what's so rad is I'm gonna get to see so many parts of Miami I wouldn't get to see with my roommates. I've learned more from Mark and Terry in 4 days than I have in 4 weeks with my roommates. You got the pine forest? How about tall candle amber? 612 WH 12-inch white taper candle. I think the roommates need to realize that business is not a glamorous thing. I'm finding out that it's a very dirty job. It's very hard work. Everybody's more interested in being a cool, hip host than they are actually getting their hands dirty and running and operating this business. Is it locked?
What are you doing in my truck?
Sorry.
Got more muscles than I thought.
It's my superpowers are acting up.
I dig you.
I was thinking we should do
Superhero
swimsuits.
clothes.
No, swimsuits. Look, we could do these swimsuits. I mean, that would make me totally stoked.
Have you communicated how stoked you could get?
No, because those guys just think I'm weird when I bring that up.
Why?
Seriously,
Wait,
I don't know. I don't know why. They just think I'm a weirdo.
Your name is in 50 billion comic books
I
as the
know.
editor. Why wouldn't they take you seriously?
I don't know.
You've got genius here.
I know.
Are you going to share it?
That's my problem is sharing.
Why?
You know? I don't know. I just like to do everything myself.
I mean, honest to God, you're saying, I do. I'm setting up all these conditions. The world better be round. It better look like me. It better talk like me, or I'm not playing. Now, what kind of shit?
I don't know. I've always been like that.
Okay, well, you've always been like that, but you're now part of a group of 7 people.
I know, but it's difficult to morph. I guess since I was born, I've just had a really haphazard approach to doing things, and I actually am turned off by structure, and I'm turned off by authority, and I'm turned off from, a clear, concise pathway from point A to point B. This is a swimsuit design for Caitlin. And then here's Roxy's, and here's Fairchild's, and Pilgrims and Diva. Oops! Hey, wait, no, we got a swimsuit calendar I did too. Look. We just need. Oh, look at this one, Landon. Check it out. Hey.
My heart can take all this all at once. Look at this. This is awesome.
I know. We already got the swimsuits designed. And we're in Florida. What do you know? Hey.
So why do you deny that to these people when it's resident right here? Why aren't you sharing?
I think it's just beyond sharing. It's trust, Like,
Trust. Say that again. Why is it trust?
Because I want to make sure that these guys respond to this stuff the same way I do.
What are you going to do for the group in the next, since we're running out of time, we got to
I'm going to boss them around and tell them what's up. I just slapbox everybody.
Do what?
I'm just having fun, Landon. I'm just joking. Can't you tell I'm getting, kind of ornery and tired? Mm-hmm. And I can't even sit on furniture. I mean, you've probably dealt with so many types of people, Mm-hmm. Just so many.
You've got your own file drawer, let me tell you. You have got your own file drawer.
Gracias por llamar a Josefina Coral House of Fashion.
No English. We called up a lot of different fashion consultants. I pretty much called them up right out of the telephone book, looking for someone who can help us through the process of trying to start a fashion line.
Good morning.
Yes.
How can I help you?
What we're trying to do is design a fashion line.
Mm-hmm.
And
short.
It'll be very short, believe me. Okay, what we're looking for is a turnkey proposal for a fashion line to include your design concepts, credentials, your portfolio, etc., references, full marketing rationale, target markets, price points, distribution, and
But what is this for? I mean, I don't understand.
Okay, I just never imagined all the things that go with trying to start a business. But I feel that we are accomplishing a lot of things, and we are moving towards our goals much faster than we were a couple of weeks ago. Yes, hi. I was just calling to let you know that my business partners and myself will be trying to design a fashion line, and what we are doing is having an open call for proposals.
Uh-huh.
Yes, things like that. Okay, thank you.
There's a designer here. Yes.
Oh, there is. Okay. I'll be faxing the document over to you within the next half an hour. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. That'll work.
Cynthia is certainly gaining confidence in becoming a real business person, and I am truly proud of her.
my business partners and I are looking for fashion designers in the area in order to design a fashion line of clothing for us. And what will be in it for you all is a negotiable retainer royalty on all sales and a possibility for continued involvement within successful business venture. And if you are anyway,
So what's on your mind this morning, Sam? Oh, that's
I didn't
sweet.
start talking like that until you got here. I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much.